Hey, Monster Truck fans! My name is Alex. I'll be down here at the Pimp Reporter, coming on the play-by-play action. As you can see here, we have 12 of the best monster trucks in the world. 12 of the greatest. We have a straight line racing course. And we have a nice crowd on hand. Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's the man himself, Top Dot.
Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it. Let's take a look at these filtered trucks that we have here. Here's some good guys out here driving these trucks. David Morris. First time we're gonna see him on the tour, driver of the Equalizer. And here's also a first timer that's making. And here are two other guys that make their first appearance. Andy Hoffman in the Nightmare, and part-time Gravedigger driver back in his old ride, Gary Porter in the Carolina Crusher. Here are some more first-timers. Paul Schaefer will be here in the Monster Patrol, and Mark Hall, the Champaign, Illinois, in the Executioner. Now here's a guy who's been on the show before, but not in a points event, Dan Patrick, in the Samson Machine. And making his third straight appearance, Scott Stephens in King Crunch. Making his second appearance will be Fred Schaefer in the Barefoot Dodge. But he's not fighting alone. His teammate, driving a black Dodge in the name of the Rampage, will be driven by Todd Frolick. And you probably know these two trucks right here. Gene Patterson this time around will be driving the Snake Bite Ford, and Sky Hartley with a different with a different chassis, different body style in the behind the wheel of the Bigfoot Ford. And the last one is we can't forget about, of course, and this is a different driver behind the wheel. Carl Van Horn will be driving the most feared Chevrolet in the world, the 1951 Chevrolet panel truck known as the Gravedigger. Alright, the first round matchups will pit Nightmare up against Monster Patrol. King Crunch will be taking on Barefoot. And then next we'll have Executioner taking on the Gravedigger. Samson will be taking on Carolina Crusher. Rampage will be taking on Equalizer. And then the teammates will be paired up against in the first round due to the random draw, Bigfoot and Snakebite. Alright, let's begin first round action. We'll have Andy Hoffman in the Nightmare taking on Paul Schiffer, the Monster Patrol, first time around. And they're off. Coming across the second set. Very close race. Oh my. Wow. We need to see the replay right here. Let's see, they're staged. Off the line. First set, 3 cars. And they're coming across the second set, which is a 6-car jump. Nightmare took the win. Andy Hoffman and Nightmare will advance on to the next round. Let's see. It was very close, but it looked like Nightmare to me. Coming across there. Yeah, yes, that proves it right there. Right, the finish line is at the last car. So
Nightmare advances onto round 2. And here's our next race. We have Barefoot taking on King Crunch. And Barefoot's going to use the extra horsepower to smoke King Crunch. Let's take a look at the replay here. This was a very close race. Let's see, off the line. Oh yeah, this was not even close. Barefoot advances on to round number 2. Fred Schaefer doing really good. Here's the slower slow-mo, and that proves it right there. That wasn't even close. Barefoot definitely got the win. So your winner, Fred Schaefer, Barefoot. Alright, here we go. Next race, Executioner, Gravedigger. Wow! Oh my! We have got to see this again. Oh my, this was the closest race I've ever seen. This was a big race for the Hall boys. The Hall brothers out of Champaign, Illinois. Did they beat Gravedigger, Carl Van Horn? No, it's Gravedigger. Next race, Carolina Crusher and Sampson, excuse me. And Gary Porter will take the victory. Not even close. No need for a replay there. Anyway, we'll show you one. Look at that. Not even close. Sampson lost power coming between the sets of cars, and Carolina Crusher just took it smoothly, and he won that race. Anyways, next race, we're going to go we'll feature Rampage taking on the Equalizer coming around. And Equalizer, David Morris, first time we've seen him on the show, will take the victory. Wow, we have got to see this again. I mean, look at David Morris. He smoked that big black Dodge. Todd Frolic has to be utterly disappointed. Oh my goodness. Next race, Bigfoot and Snakebite teammates in the first round. They're staged. Green light coming around. Oh, that was close. Oh, we need to see the replay of that one. Alright, off the line right there. Bigfoot seems to have a slight edge, but here comes the second set. I'm pretty convinced. Let's see that again. Yeah, Bigfoot's the winner there. He actually caught Snakebite in the air. Wow.
Wow, there were some really close races. Anyways, here's the remaining 6 competitors who will face off each other in round 2. Andy Hoffman and Nightmare will be pairing up against Fred Schaefer and Barefoot. And it's the old rivalry. Carl Van Horn and Gravedigger will be taking on Gary Porter and the Carolina Crusher. And a Ford versus Chevrolet matchup with David Morris and Equalizer taking on Sky Hartley in Bigfoot.
Alright, here we go. Round 2, Nightmare versus Barefoot. Starting us off here in the second round. Coming across, and Barefoot uses the extra 100 horsepower to win. Wow, that Keith Black Hemi is strong. Let's see this again. Off the line. Oh, look at that. Barefoot, the big red Dodge, smokes Nightmare. Next up, Carolina Crusher versus Gravedigger. This has to be a race. They're old rivals. Coming across the finish line. Gravedigger, I think, uses the extra 100 horsepower. My goodness, all the races in the second round have been in that far lane. But here's the replay. Oh yeah, it was Digger all right. Carolina Crusher may come back as the fastest loser. Here's slow-mo to make sure. Yeah, Gravedigger. Carl Van Horn and Gravedigger got the win on that one. All right, next up, last race of round 2, Equalizer versus Bigfoot. Ford versus Chevrolet coming around. Oh, my. Look like Bigfoot by about a fender. Let's see. Off the start. Sky Hartley actually smoked David Morris in the Equalizer. Sky Hartley and Bigfoot took the win there. Wow. Well, anyways, stay tuned. We have more racing action coming at you. We'll be back.